What is up, everybody? The Hunter GT. We have the Garrett Ace 400 out at the park here in La Junta, Colorado. I'm going to be at it here for a few hours, and lo and behold, look, I walk up and they are doing a sidewalk tear out on the other side of this early 1900s park. So there is the heavy equipment over there between the pole and the tree. So I am going to be back tonight to hit that up. And it's still pretty early in the morning and no workers are here yet, so I may just go at it here for a little while as well. But as you can see, the park is quite dead. Nobody here this early in the morning. I'm going to be hitting it up till about noon. It is a school day, so should be pretty empty all day. Hit it up around this gondola here. And this little picnic area. Have the smaller 5.5, spit it out, Hunter, 5.5 by 8-inch DD coil there. Just the small one here today. I did not even bring the big one. I left it at home. So I'm going to be hitting up where everybody sits. There's a bench out there by that tree way out there. Not sure if it's showing up. One over here by this tree. So I'm going to be hitting up these benches along where everybody sits along here, this path. And I'm going to go hit up that sidewalk until they tell me to leave as well, till they come and work it. So no keep out signs, just some cones saying don't park. So we're going to go have at it. So here we are, the La Junta City Park. Let's go retrieve some coins from their destiny into my pocket, right? That's right. Okay. Alright, still running coin mode for now. Stock coin mode minus the zinc penny portion. I have that notched up and out. You know me, I'm not a jewelry hunter. I just like the coins. I get my gold from gold prospecting. I beat that dead horse. I get my gold when I go prospecting here in Colorado. So I don't kill myself at parks finding trash. But coin mode, first two finds. This was perfect, 83, 84. Now, the guy that lent me this wanted my opinion on the iron audio. I personally think it's useless for me where I live. It's basically so iron and lead enriched, mineralized, my soil. You've seen my videos and you've seen how the detectors go crazy with the iron audio, and I'll show you here in a bit, but it's literally just so much iron audio everywhere that if I turn it on to go over this, it doesn't matter. I could put a quarter there with iron audio and it would sound exactly the same as this Bud Light cap, just because there's so much iron. So in mild soils, or even perhaps a medium type soil, the iron audio that the Garrett 400 has would be great, a great feature. In an air test, it actually does work. I've tested a Bud Light cap, a steel rusty cap versus a quarter and a dime and whatnot, and you can tell the difference. So if you have mild soil with no iron rich content like mine, I mean mine, there might as well be an iron copper mine, a gold mine anywhere in this park, anywhere around my area. It's terrible soil. So iron audio for me, not really the greatest. Oh, there it goes, look at that. Going crazy just sitting there. Iron audio for me, not the greatest feature. If you have mild soil, like I said, you might love it. Enough babbling about that. First two finds in the coin mode. Bottle cap came up at 84.85, 84.85, so I thought it was a dime. And then this came up in the mid 40s for a nickel, a pretty solid 44, 45. Still haven't figured out nickels yet, so somebody told me they are higher in the 50 range. I saw one, I put one on the surface and it was low 40s for me, so I'm still undecided until I find one in the park. We'll see what it rings up as. First two finds, Bud Light cap, pull tab, enough babbling, back at it. Alright, just spoke about a nickel, just got a nickel, 1970, so there it is, rang up 44.45 perfectly. Bounced around from 44, I can't say perfectly, so 44, 45, little 46 here and there, little 43 here and there. So 44, 45 will be the number you are looking for if you own a Garrett Ace 400. I can't remember where. My memory is so terrible. Short-term memory is so terrible. Somebody mentioned it might be in the 50s, like 51, 50 for a nickel. On one of the other aces, like the 250, 350 perhaps they were mentioning. Damn it, I wish I could remember. But 45, 44 on this one, something to note. So we're 45, 44 on nickels, 83, 84, 85 on dimes, and 88, 89 on quarters. There we have it. Back at it. That surface find. Put the coil over it, rang up as an 83. Well, I can't say it was a surface find. I put the coil over it first, was an 83. I looked down, and it's just sitting right there on the surface like that. So broken off key, looks like the lawnmower hit it or whatever. Well, that rang up a good 83 over and over. Thought it might be a dime sitting a little sideways, making it ring up an ID or two low. But the key. Alright, next target. Alright guys, got a copper 82. So it was right here. Look at, I mean, we're right next to all these benches. It is trashier than heck. Wait till I show you all the pull tabs I've been pulling. I switched it over into jewelry mode for a while, coin mode. I'm trying all the different modes here. I'm going to be here about 4 or 5 hours today, so I'm really going to put it through its paces before I get to that review tonight. So it should put me right past the 10-hour mark, 15 hours of usage roughly, with a couple hours of air testing and whatnot. So feel comfortable enough doing a review after 15 hours. So we'll be tackling that as soon as I get home. But yeah, copper penny right here in this spot here. Just pull the pull tab right here. Very, very trashy area. I mean, I picked up a few pull tabs and I threw them in the garbage can. They were just laying here. But wait till you see the pile that I've actually dug. You'll be like, what? TheHunterGT has pulled this many pull tabs? Never thought it would be possible. You know me, I'm a coin guy. I discriminate out zincs and nickels 90% of the time. But today we're getting used to this Ace 400 and we are going to pull everything. Nothing bad to say about this small coil. If it was me, I'd never take this coil off if this was my machine. The 11 by 8.5 is a little bit nose heavy in my opinion. It's a heavy coil. I'm used to the 11-inch DD from the Land Ranger Pro from First Texas, a very light 11-inch coil. So yeah, and the cuff, someone mentioned that the cuff is adjustable here, the arm cuff, but unfortunately it was already at its most outward position. So still, the Land Ranger Pro and the Gold Bug come out to about here, a good 3 inches past it. So I mean, just you're basically the whole length of that, one more out. So it's about right here that it sits. And on my longer forearms, you know, I'm a tall 6-foot guy, it feels much better. This is about mid forearm, a little bit forward from mid actually on me, and I don't really care for that nose heavy feeling. This coil takes care of that quite a bit, and from what I see it goes just as deep and just about as good as the large coils. So a great machine on recovery speed and separation in my opinion. Have not done it on Monty's nail board test yet in the garage. That'll be coming up with the review, of course, but from what I see, I really like this 8x5 coil, and if I bought one, I probably would put the 11x8 in my closet and never use it again. Even in wide open areas, this one is long enough, you know, 8 inches long, that it covers enough ground, in my opinion. To each their own, of course. Some people like the big 15-inch wide coils. Do your thing, man, do your thing. Have fun, that's what it's all about. So, penny, got a nickel so far, tons of pull tabs and bottle caps. Let's get back at it. Another nickel. So, pull enough pull tabs and you'll get a nickel. Boy, if I get a ring today, I'm going to do a dance, since I never hunt for rings. So, this nickel, this is a 98. The other one was a, what did I say, 70? Well, this one is not a 44, 45, no matter where I put it here. So, let's take a look at the numbers. And we are getting 47, 48, 49. Right up close, 48. Raise it up. We're getting all over 51, 46. So one nickel may be a 44, 45. The next nickel maybe a 47, 49. So a little jumpy on nickels, just like the Land Ranger Pro. Yes, I keep talking about the Land Ranger Pro. That is one of my main machines, along with the Gold Bug that my wife uses. So $280 Land Ranger Pro, $340 Ace 400 here. Both seem to jump quite a bit on the nickel range. Pull tabs as well are a bit jumpy. That last nickel that hit 45, 44, what did I say it was? It was very solid, actually. This nickel, as you saw, jumped around quite a bit, and it's not deformed. It's a nice regular nickel, so not too sure. We'll keep digging some more. I'm going to keep digging the pull tab range for another hour, and then I'm probably going to get sick of it and go back to coin mode and just disc it out. But yeah, this nickel was very jumpy. Alright, on to the next. Alright guys, just a States quarter, but rang up right there, about an inch down, just popped a little slit. Perfect 88, so that has continued to be the number on quarters, been pretty reliable. 88, same as my Gold Bug. Rest of the coins are a little off by 1 or 2, but pretty similar. They are getting ready to tear out more of the concrete of the street and the sidewalk. I talked to all of them and they said, hey man, no problem. Come detect away, wait till we're done after hours or early in the morning. And they were so cool with it. They're gonna pour a little bit of concrete today and cover it up, but it was just like a little 6-foot section. So I'm gonna come hit that as well in the morning or later tonight. Absolutely. Having a nice day, beautiful day here in eastern Colorado. Slight 5-6 mile an hour breeze, and we are looking at about 72.3 for the high today. Wonderful weather, wonderful. All right, let's get back to popping some slits and getting some hits. All right, guys, back at it. All right, another nickel. So, bouncy yet again. I am convinced now that this machine bounces all over the place on nickels. This was about an inch right here, just right underneath there. I mean, as you can see, just a little flap I dug. An inch down, half inch down, and it was all over. It was 44, 47, 51, 49, 42. It really bounced. I dug it anyways. I figured, okay, this is definitely a pull tab coming up, but I'm digging just about everything right now. Even if it repeats or not, if it's a solid, if it keeps, I'm going audio basically. I'm pretending it's a Tesoro right now. I'm going audio only. But ID wise, yes, this did jump all over the place, no problem. Another thing I want to note is that the Garrett, the orange one, it talks to this thing yesterday like no other. No matter what frequency I was on, it would chatter. As soon as I turned it on, the Ace 400 would go crazy in my headphones. So far, the original Black Pro Pointer, it is not having any issues with it. Even if I get right up close to the coil, no problems with it. I shifted through all of the frequencies yesterday with the Garrett, the orange AT version, and it really talked quite a bit with this one here. Your mileage may vary, you know, in that situation, but I really had to move the detector over an extra foot or two and take my headphones off yesterday compared to today. I can keep it, you know, right here next to me, the Pro Pointer out, the digger right there, no issues at all today. So take that for what it's worth. Another nickel, I want to say that's the third one, possibly the fourth one on today, more than I usually find since I usually don't dig nickels, but having a good time with the Ace 400. I'm actually starting to like it, getting used to the tones and the IDs, so except for the nickel ID, of course. All right, back at it. Well, just found that about 1 inch down right here, right in that little dirt spot. 1965. So rang up again perfectly. 88. Pulled it out. 1965 quarter. Man, just a couple years earlier, a year earlier, that'd be nice, right? Oh well. Alright, hitting the coins pretty good. We're still right here, right next to this little picnic camping, not camping, picnic gondola looking thing. I mean, I'm not sure what they call it. What do they call those guys? Gondolas, right? Something like that? Or is the gondola that thing on the wire that comes down from the mountain? That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, I'm getting mixed up. What is the proper name for this thing here that encompasses this picnic area? Come on guys, hook it up in the comments section. Alright, Ace 400's doing quite well today, getting used to the tones actually, and getting used to the IDs, so feeling much more comfortable today, and the coins are hopping right out along with the pull tabs, still pulling tons of pull tabs, but pulling all sorts of stuff. If you truly want to learn a machine, you have to use it in every mode possible and dig a bunch of junk and get used to all the IDs. Alright, that's just the bottom line. Let's get back at it and see if we can find some more goodies. Alright, so had to move away from over there, getting a little bit too noisy there, finally starting to chew it up, and there's the picnic area I just hunted. Getting a little bit loud, can't video, can't even hear the detector in my headphones, it was so loud. So, look at all that, guys. That is what, I've been out here about 2 hours now, and that is what I have pulled. I'd say about, what is that, 20 pull tabs, and 1, 2, 3, 4 bottle caps, 5 bottle caps, and a half a key. Let's not forget that half a key here. And here is the coins. I have pulled 2 quarters, 3 nickels, 2 dimes, and the penny on the back side there. So not a bad day for a couple hours. Not spectacular, but not bad at all. Wife should be pulling up here pretty soon, so I'm probably going to be calling it a day here pretty quick, but we're going to try to find a couple more coins before we go. I'm going to try to hit up another park today as well and get about 5-6 hours of detecting in, but we'll see how that goes. Let's get back at it. Just wanted to update everybody on the finds. Alright guys, here's a 1976 quarter with the drummer guy on back. 200-year anniversary of our great nation being free from the European oppressors. Depending on how you tell the story, right? Depending on how you tell the story. Alright, well there it is, another quarter right there, 88, banged real hard. It was only, geez, practically a surface find, about maybe a ½ inch down, just under the grass like that. So we'll call it a surface find basically. Alright, on to the next. Alright, got us a 95 dime here, clad dime. Showed up right at an 84, about 3 inches down. That one, let's get the depth. It was right at the bottom there, so right at 3 inches. So not bad. In my soil, 3-4 inches is like 8 to 10 inches anywhere else. So absolutely. Alright guys, probably gonna call it a day here pretty soon. Try to find one more coin before the wife shows up. Been out here about 4 hours now and hitting tons of trash. Not many coins today, but like I said, this park has been hunted to death. I've seen a couple other detectorists here, and I myself have hunted it before, and those people way over by that tree are doing some crazy yoga stuff. Pretty cool. Alright guys, well, one more coin hopefully before we go. I will see you in a second. Alright, got a nickel. Another one, 4th one for the day, 1966. So found a 66 nickel, what a 65 quarter, I want to say it was. So getting pretty close to the silver range. Like always, right up on Silver's door, but he never lets me inside for some reason. I think that's going to be the last find of the day, guys. The wind's starting to pick up, and my camera is not the best in windy situations. So the Ace 400, much less nose heavy with the smaller 8x5 coil, much lighter coil. The depth seems to be just about as comparable to the 8x11, to be honest, and that is a heavy coil. I'm used to the 11-inch DD on the Land Ranger Pro, like I said, and it is a very light coil that First Texas made there. Fisher, Bounty Hunter, you know, First Texas made it for all their detectors, Technetics and all that. So that 11-inch DD is much lighter than the 11x8 on the Garrett 400. So I busted out this small one today, and I am a fan of it. If it was my detector, I would never take it off. I really like it. Separates good. Unmasking did really well in that trashy area over there by the picnic gondola, whatever the hell it's called, and doing really well. So I've spent about geez, 4 or 5 hours here today, and my wife just pulled up right there in the car, so we're looking at about 12 to 15 hours in the tank, up to about 15 total if you include air tests and tests in my garage and backyard and whatnot. So the 66 nickel, the other coins, the other trash over there in the backpack, the Garrett Ace 400 sitting here on the ground. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for thumbsing up and commenting on my videos. I really appreciate it, guys. You're doing me a great favor. Makes me want to just put out more videos for you guys and keep this up. So here comes the beautiful nurse wife giving the I love you symbol to all the YouTubers out there. All right, guys. The Hunter GT signing off. Keep an eye out for the review coming up later this evening or tomorrow, and hopefully one more hunt with it, and the comparison video against the Land Ranger Pro. And that is that. The Hunter GT signing off. I will see you on the next video.